The age-old problem with cooking a whole turkey for Thanksgiving is that the breast cooks faster than the legs. You get overcooked white meat, undercooked dark meat, and nobody is ever happy. One solution is to cook everything separately. Like here, we're cooking the breast meat, wrapped in a roulade with bacon, stuffed with breadcrumbs and herbs and garlic and cheese. You never knew white meat could be this delicious. Plus, you could assemble everything a day ahead. In this video, I'll show you how. So the first part of making this roulade is to brine your turkey breast overnight. I have a skinless, boneless turkey breast here. It's been brining in this for about 12 hours. And you just want to make sure there's no spices attached to it. I'm going to take them out and pat them dry. And then I'm going to lay one large piece of plastic wrap on the surface of my cutting board here. This is the hardest part, keeping it straight. My turkey breast will go in the center. Oop, I got another spice stuck here. Make sure to get that off. And then I'm going to put another piece of wrap right on top. So here's my favorite part. We get to pound this turkey breast down flat to about 1/2 inch thick with a mallet. You could really get some pre-family gathering frustrations out this way. What you want to do is make sure when you're hitting that you hit down and kind of out. So you're kind of flying the mallet out this way. It helps pull the meat away and also helps you get that bigger surface area that you're going to need. Always remember to readjust your plastic. It does have the tendency of bunching up a little and getting in the way. So you just want to move it around. There we go. Straighten it out a little more and back to the pounding. This is my favorite type of mallet. This guy that kind of looks like a big hammer. You get a lot more kind of flow with him. Gives you a little more force down hitting your meat. There's different types of mallets. You have this one or you have one like this. This is good too, but this feels really good, this one. So you want to pound this till it's about 1/2 inch thick, about a 9 by 10 inch rectangle. It's a turkey breast. It's never going to be exact. Okay, now that I've done a little bit, you want to just kind of run your hands along the surface to see if you could feel if there's any thicker or thinner spots that you maybe want to avoid. And then those thicker spots, you really want to get in there and flatten them out. Okay, I got some over here. All right, that feels good. So I think we're ready to stuff it. Let's take off that top piece of plastic. We want to sprinkle it with salt and pepper, so a little salt. Do it from a nice high angle, feel very chefy about it. So make sure that the skin side of the turkey breast is facing down. That side is nicer looking than the inside of it, which is trimmed off the bone, so it looks a lot more jagged. So that's going to be facing upwards where you're going to stuff it and roll it up. A little bit of pepper. Now the yummy stuff. We have breadcrumbs, sage, garlic. We're just going to sprinkle that all over, making sure it's evenly distributed. Get the last bit. Next, we want to add our layer of fontina. And remember, you want to keep this even. You don't want any one bit to have a lot more cheese than the other. Then you get jealous family members, everybody's upset. Okay, now comes the rolling. Like I said, these guys aren't going to be perfect rectangles, so we have to kind of adjust a little bit as we go. You need to fold your long sides about 1/2 inch in, or thereabouts. This is going to keep your filling from, falling all over the place. Okay, same on this side. Okay, so now I'm going to turn my board because that's going to just make it easier for me to roll. We have our ends folded in. That's going to keep our stuffing in. The plastic wrap is your friend. Helps you move things around, helps you slide them back and forth. So using kind of like your pinkies on the outside, hold in those turn bits and use the rest of your hand to roll the turkey. Pulling off your plastic. Nice and tight roll. There we go. pull them back. Perfect. If you have any little holes anywhere, it's fine. Just use some toothpicks. We're gonna wrap them in bacon now anyway. That's gonna cover everything. I have a piece of plastic wrap here on my workstation. And you're just gonna lay the bacon, about 12 strips or so, slightly overlapping each other. You're making like a little jacket for your turkey. And you want them to overlap by about a third. If you have thinner slices of bacon, as in like widthwise, you're gonna wanna add more, obviously. You're gonna need enough to actually cover your turkey roll. Okay, that's my 12 slices. I'm gonna give it 2 more just in case. All right. I'm gonna wash my hands, get my roulade. Okay, so here I have my turkey roulade. You want to transfer him seam side up so that when we fold it up, the seam of the bacon and the seam of the turkey are on the same side. Right onto the bacon. Have some toothpicks ready. And using your plastic wrap, again, here's where plastic wrap is your friend. You're gonna lift it up and kind of just whoop, in one foul swoop, get all that bacon over. And again with the other side. Perfect. Now, I tend to go toothpick crazy, which is fine. I mean, the only problem is make sure you take the toothpicks out before you serve it to people. I really like to secure things. Okay, now you'll see we can turn them around. And you're done. Now at this point you could go ahead and cook it off. Or you could make all of this the day before Thanksgiving, wrap it up, put it in the fridge, and then Thanksgiving, cook it off and you're ready to go. Oh, this smells so good. I wish you guys could be here. Now you can see ooey gooey cheese. This wonderful smell of sage, the bacon, and of course, the turkey is juicy and perfectly cooked. Definitely the makings for a happy Thanksgiving.